Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning routine. It's Thursday morning, April the 12th, 2018, episode number 324. Man, every time I read that number, it stuns me that 324 consecutive weekday mornings we have been together. That just is amazing. I don't know if I've ever, besides brushing my teeth, I don't know if I've ever done anything 324 consecutive weekday mornings before in my entire life. It's quite exciting. So that's how much I love being part of the community that we're a part of. Thank you for being here, guys, this morning. I hope that your week is going exceptionally well. It is Thursday, so for some, it's the last day of the work week. For some, we got 2 days left, and we are trending in a good pattern. Today, it is going to be 58 degrees outside here in Northeast Pennsylvania, which is amazing since it's been snow flurries in the air for the last 4 or 5 days. And we're heading to a forecast of 78 degrees on Saturday here, which is amazing before it drops back to cold air again next week. But that's okay. Hey, weather is weather, right? That's why we have heat inside, so we can stay warm at all times. So whatever. Today, guys, is National Grilled Cheese Day. I don't know if you knew that, but now that you know what you have to have for lunch today, or dinner, or both. It's National Grilled Cheese Day. I prefer my grilled cheese with a slice of fresh tomato in the bread with the cheese grilled together. I don't know if you can get a good tomato, though, right now. Maybe some good hothouse tomatoes. They might be available. I should go to the store and check that out. But anyways, it's National Grilled Cheese Day. Don't forget to have your grilled cheese today. And that's what today is, besides Thursday. So I hope we're trending in the right direction. Interesting fact, guys, before we move on to some stories this morning, Maya Angelou was the first black female streetcar conductor in the city of San Francisco. How you like that? Interesting. It doesn't matter what job you have and what you're doing right now. You can do great things and make great impacts along the way. I got to tell you, that's awesome. I love it. I'd want to start a podcast just hearing people's stories like this. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that's our next project together, guys, is another podcast interviewing people and getting their whole backstory. But anyways, thanks for being here this morning on the morningroutine.live, on the Facebook Live, on YouTube, or on any of the podcasts. And if you're visiting the website, morningroutine.live, to see the articles, don't forget all the articles that I share are there in their entirety instead of the little snippets that I share. And they're all there by their original authors, as I don't write any of this material because I don't have time to do all the research to actually. Could you imagine having to research your very own stories to share with people? Wow! Thank goodness for them sharing their stories for us to collaborate. Or it's not, the word isn't collaborate. I can't think of the word right now, but I guess it really doesn't matter that much. So, anyways, on we go, guys, to some stories that I have today. So much important news. iOS on your smartphone has come out with the latest update. If you're an Apple user, I don't know if you've installed it yet or not. It does have parts that say it's in beta testing. I have downloaded it. I have been using it for a week now. It's working quite well. I have no things acting up on me. The Apple has released a highly anticipated software update for the iPhone that promises to give you greater visibility into your own health and to your failing handset battery. Remember, there was a big outcry about the batteries, about how they were slowing your phone to match the decaying lifespan of your battery. Well, now they are putting it into your control where you can manage the battery however you want it to work. This is a free update. It's iOS 11.3. I put it on my phone, like I said. It does some other things too. But if you go into your settings, tap battery, and then tap battery health, you'll notice some really interesting things there. The battery's capacity relative to when it was new will be there. I think mine reads right now that it's at 85% of its brand new capacity. And you'll also be able to tell within the settings if Apple's performance management battery feature is on or off, which you can turn that on or off. And what else does it do? I'm trying to remember what else it does in there. Oh, you know what else it does? It'll show all of your apps and what is consuming how much of your battery. Which is pretty interesting because I went in there and found out that I'm not good at that double click and swipe to close out apps. Everything stays on. Well, I didn't know this, but in the background, my phone I've been wondering why my battery has been depleting by lunchtime every day. In the background, somehow, it had constantly been playing podcasts and music, even though I couldn't hear it because I didn't have my headphones on. And I saw that by going in and looking at the battery. I saw the app was using like 65% of my battery, and I didn't even know it was running. So it's actually a pretty cool feature. So if you have an Apple phone, that feature is now available to you. I check it out, even if you don't use it. It's cool to know you got it. So, but anyways, on we go to the next story. This story, I got to tell you, we did a fundraiser. It wasn't really a fundraiser, I guess. It was a drive, let's say, over the winter for this specific topic. And I knew this was a need. I guess I just didn't know how big it was across the country. This article came out of Tampa Bay Times. The story was written by Kathleen McGrory. The headline to the story, guys, is the bottom line. 1 in 3 families can't afford diapers. Why are they so expensive? And there's a whole lengthy article on this. Like I said, we did a drive at our local church to gather diapers together to provide to the community. But I didn't know this was as huge as, I don't know. I guess I thought it was like an area thing, not a national thing. I don't know. One afternoon in November, 500 scientists, engineers, executives gathered at a luxury hotel in Austin to imagine the future of baby diapers. Some had come from as far away as Sri Lanka and Australia. The conversations were friendly, but everyone in the room knew the stakes. Whoever developed the new diaper stood to control a market worth $9 billion in North America alone. They are softer, thinner, and longer lasting than ever before in the modern day diaper. But for families on the cusp of poverty, it's a serious burden. Across America, millions of parents find themselves caught amid these opposing forces. Diapers that keep getting better but not cheaper, the gap in assistance for the poor, and the every few hours wailing of a child who needs a change. Their families are caught between deciding whether to have diapers on their child or the food that they need to eat. In the United States, the average diaper sells for 25 cents. The quarters add up quickly. Newborns need as many as 12 changes a day. That's $21 per week, $84 per month. Bigger kids need fewer, but their diapers are more expensive. For a single mom or dad working full-time at minimum wage, the cost can consume 6% of total annual pay for diapers. We're not even talking about baby formula, which we all know is outrageously expensive, right? For the lowest income parents, it's as much as 14% of their annual pay just for diapers. Cloth diapers aren't always an option. They are difficult to clean without a washing machine at home or paying for a service, and some coin laundries don't even allow them to be washed in their washing machines. And a lot of low-income families are using public laundromats. So the question I have here in this article, and there's a lot of great information in this article, a lot of differences, a lot of inventions, a lot of things like that. The question that I have is, with all the brilliance out there making better and better diapers, I know these are companies that are spending a lot of money on research and development. I get it. I do. And like any person in business, you have to cover the bottom line. Ha ha ha. The bottom line, hence the title of the article. But anyways, why is it that we can't have not been able to provide some sort of better solution for simply catching what we're charging to put in, right? You charge a lot of money to put it in, you charge a lot of money to catch it on the way back out again. We should be able to have a better service for that, or better situation, affordable thing for low-income families. But I don't know what the answer to that is, guys, but it is interesting information for us to know. Because now if we know a family who's in need, we know something we can give them that would really help. So there you go. Next story we got, guys. The last story of the day is, oh, yes. Yes. This is interesting. You are definitely going to want to go read this article. It has to do with privacy. This article comes out of The Guardian by Dylan Curran. Are you ready? This is all the data Facebook and Google have on you. As you know, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook are in front of Congress this week, which is awesome. I've watched parts of it. It's really cool. I'll share some of that stuff with you if you have not caught up on any of that stuff. But this article, you are going to want to go to themorningroutine.live, look at today's article, and you're going to want to read this article. It has a lot of links that you are going to want to check out. I promise you. He goes through, this author goes through and puts links to all the little hidden things where you can see where your option is to turn it off or keep it on and what they know and what they have for you. Now, me personally, I don't care what they know. I don't care if they know what music I listen to, what kind of food I like, where I live, what my favorite books and movies are. I really don't care. I've opted to allow them to do that. The one thing that I don't allow is whenever there's an option to get a new app or a new thing like that and it says connect with your friends, I never do that because my friends' privacy is for them to decide. And I think that's one of the things that has them in front of Congress right now is how that has been taken advantage of. Me personally, I love the convenience of everything being known about me, and they can change things and provide information for me that they know I'm interested. The only downside for me is that now when I go on Netflix, they're recommending everything that they think that I'll like. It's hard for me to discover something that's totally off the beaten path, brand new, because they don't think I want that, so they don't show me that. That's the only downside. But listen to some of the things that are in this article, so you're going to want to go check this out. Google knows where you've been. Google stores your location if you have location tracking turned on. Every time you turn on your phone, you can see a timeline of where you've been from the first day you started using Google on your phone. That is kind of cool. Google knows everything you've ever searched and deleted. Google stores search history across all your devices, and there's a link to go see that. Google has an advertisement profile of you. Google creates an advertisement profile based on your information, including your location, gender, age, hobbies, career, interests, relationship status, possible weight, and income. There's a link to go and see what they have for you there. Pretty cool. Google knows all the apps you use. Google stores information on every app and extension that you use. There's a link to go see all that as well. Google has all of your YouTube history. Google stores all of your YouTube history, so they'll probably know whether you're going to be a parent soon, if you're a conservative, if you're a progressive, if you're Jewish, Christian, Muslim, if you're depressed or suicidal. He writes. This author is great at expounding on this. And he provides a link so that you can go and see all that information, which, by the way, you can go in and you can delete these or turn these off if you want to. Okay, that's why you're going to want to go check out this article. And there's more. There's on and on and on. There's a bunch more. Google knows which events you've attended based on your Google Calendar that you use. Google could know your workout routine. This is my Google Fit, right? If you're wearing a Google Fit, it stores all that stuff and knows the routines that you've done over the history of using it. But you've chosen to use it. That's what I'm saying. Google has every email you've ever sent cataloged and stored, which you also can go and see that and delete those. So this article will be very interesting for you to go and see what's out there. If you're want out of curiosity, check it out. And if you're skittish, you can go and delete everything out of there that you want to. So very cool stuff, guys. On we go, guys. Let's go see some Google Trends. The top 10 most searched things yesterday on Google. Number 1, Real Madrid, the soccer team. Number 2, Paul Ryan. Yes, Paul Ryan has announced he is leaving. Yes. Number 3, NHL playoffs. The Penguins won last night. In their match, my son was besides himself, laughing and giggling. I could hear him in the other room, just having the time of his life as they won 7-0. Number 4, Fortnite servers. Fortnite, as in the video game, servers down for emergency maintenance. Very popular game. I can't imagine that those servers are not struggling to keep up. So, number 5, National Pet Day was yesterday. Number 6, NBA Playoffs 2018. Number 7, TMZ. Number 8, Diamond and Silk. What does that have to do with anything? It has to do with Mark Zuckerberg on Washington, but I'm not sure what that is. Number 9, Mitzi Shore, and number 10, Nicki Minaj. That is the top 10 most searched things on Google as of yesterday. Let's move forward and see what some trending news is this morning. Carpetright, the store, to close 92 outlets, shedding hundreds of jobs. They're in the UK. Next, we have Nico Wafers. Florida woman offers car for entire stock of Nico wafers. I guess they're discontinuing them and she can't live without them. So there you go. I never really liked those things, by the way. So there you go. Let's see. Supplemental nutritional assistance program. Trump considers drug testing plan for food stamp recipients report. All right. Then we have Minnesota versus Denver. Butler on Timberwolves' berth. It means a lot. That's a little basketball talk. It means nothing to me because I'm not a basketball guy. Jerry Brown. California to deploy guard troops to border with Mexico. Let's see. I think that's about it. And then, of course, the big headline news is, of course, Mark Zuckerberg in front of Congress as they've grilled him the last 2 days. I don't know if he's on there again today or not. I can't remember. Said a lot of interesting things. One of the things he said that I found very interesting is he said that when they've tested with their Facebook users on if you're going to get advertisements, would you prefer advertisements that have nothing to do with you and are random, or advertisements that actually interest you? People would rather have advertisements that interest them that have nothing to do with them. And so when they're being grilled about why do they have your analytic information and provide it to advertisers, it's so that they can custom tailor an experience to you, which is actually what you want. So they also said, will you promise to never charge to lock down all the private information that people provide? And his answer was, that option is already there for free. It's in your Facebook settings that you can turn it off, and none of your information will be provided to anybody outside of your usage. Just people don't use that because then it closes down the functionality of their whole Facebook experience. Kind of interesting. So I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff in those things, and I'm sure you'll be hearing more about it in the news. So, but on we go, guys. Let's move forward to a passage of wisdom and slow things down just a bit here. Today's passage of wisdom, guys. Today's passage of wisdom sounds so simple, like most passages of wisdom, but yet it can be a struggle. But yet we are being told that this is what we should do. So let's take it that way. Here we go. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 through 18. 3 verses, but really short. Listen to this. Rejoice always. Pray constantly. Give thanks in everything, for this is God's will for you. That's 3 verses. Verse 16 is rejoice always. Do we really rejoice always? Yeah. No. Verse 17, pray constantly. Do we really pray constantly? No. Verse 18, give thanks in everything, for this is God's will for you. Well, guys, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be rejoicing, praying, giving thanks. Rejoice, pray, give thanks. Rejoice, pray, give thanks. I am not very good at doing these 3 things constantly. I'll just be honest with you. This is rejoice always. I'm a pretty optimistic person. I pretty much try to find the silver lining in absolutely everything without even trying. It's a natural instinct of me, for me. But rejoice, I don't know. Pray constantly. I don't pray constantly. Give thanks. I'm pretty good at giving thanks, but not all the time. Today, guys, in our day, as we walk through our day, can we even make it 2 hours? Can we go the next 2 hours by rejoicing, thanking God, giving thanks, and rejoicing in what He's given to us, the protections that He's given, the blessings, all the great things that we have, and be praying and thanking Him and rejoicing for 2 hours? Can we do it? We're supposed to do it constantly. Can we do it for 2 hours? Go. Here's a test. But anyways, it's a great passage, a reminder of what we should be doing along our days. So awesome. Let's pray, guys, and let's get this day started. Father, good morning. Father, thank you for this Thursday. We thank you for everything that you've given to us right now. This passage that you put in front of us about giving thanks and rejoicing and praying. And right now we're doing all 3 at the same time, and it feels magnificent. It's energizing. It's fulfilling to thank you and honor you with the protections and the mercies and the gifts and the blessings that you've put into our life. The fact that right now our community is able to be here together, communicating together. What a blessing that we're living this day, that we're getting to share thoughts and your wisdom with each other this day. It's amazing. Father, help us today as we go through our day to be more aware of if we're forgetting or if we're succeeding in rejoicing, praying, and giving thanks throughout our day. Sometimes, Father, our days can be hard. Even our life can be difficult, and it's hard to see past the struggle right now. There are times, and there are times in our lives that the weight of the world is just on our shoulders. Father, let's pray right now for those people that struggle day in and day out and keep fighting the good fight to have a positive outlook on life and to find things to rejoice and be thankful for, even though life seems so difficult for them on a day-to-day basis. Father, they are the real champions. That they keep moving forward, keep looking to you for guidance and protection, even though all they see is trouble and turmoil. They are the champs. Father, I pray for them today, that today they can see an easier day of smiling and giving thanks and having a day where they can breathe and see daylight for maybe the first time in the week or the month or maybe even the year. Those are the people I want to pray for right now. Show them your love. Put somebody in their life today that can help them just have a wonderful day, rejoicing in all that you've done for them. Father, we love you for your love, your grace, and your giving nature. Amen. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thanks for being here this morning on The Morning Routine. I hope you enjoyed all the articles. Don't you forget, if you go to themorningroutine.live, you'll see all the articles for today's show, including that one about all the privacy stuff that you'll find very curious. But don't you forget, until tomorrow when we get together once again, that today is a perfect day for you to be exactly who you were meant to be. I love you guys. Have a great day.